sound? How's the picture? All good? Working perfectly now? There'll be a rally of people coming from the north, driving down somewhere. I'll ask you what you're here for today.
Yeah, sure. So we're here today for the farmers in India who they're introducing laws that are going to negatively affect them.
Farmers, yeah?
Yeah, Indian farmers.
What sort of laws are they?
So it's going to reduce the amount of money they earn, and they're already in debt and earning not much money, and it's just going to affect them again.
So is it higher taxes?
Just lower pay for their products, for their goods.
So they're not paying them enough for what they.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're even less money, right?
Yeah, and they're looking to privatise the whole sort of industry.
Okay.
So
yeah, and is there more of you coming down today? There's a rally.
There will be eventually, yeah.
And
driving
again, down from the north. Right?
Yeah, from this whole of this weekend.
Okay.
And more people will be coming on Sunday as well.
Right. Okay.
So this is a 24-hour thing.
Yeah. Perfect. Right. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks.
ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
a media organisation for the community. I'll give you my card. So any info you need, you can just shoot us out to me. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
That's why you're here today.
So today,
Some details about
sorry, say that again?
it's about farming law.
Yeah. So today members of the Sikh community are here to show solidarity with the ongoing protests in India. So currently approximately 12 million farmers are protesting in Delhi, the capital of India, against new exploitative agricultural laws. And it's very concerning for the Sikh community because the motherland of our faith is Punjab, and Punjab is known as the breadbasket of India. So the livelihood of millions of Sikhs depends on farming, and there's a great concern that these new laws will lead to bankruptcy, food shortages, and more.
The protests in India made any impact?
So right now the government is still resisting, and there's a bit of a standoff. So the protesters have said they're not going to leave the borders of Delhi until that the laws are revoked. But the government is standing strong, even though that there's 12 million people are protesting against them. There have been ongoing meetings. There's just one yesterday, which sadly again came to nothing, came to no fruition. So we're just at the minute it's a standoff.
Okay, so you're here today in London, outside India High Street.
Yeah.
What is your message to
The message to the Indian government is you need to realize that the Sikh nation, which is a nation without borders, is going to stand up about this issue. It's not just those that are in India that are protesting right now in Delhi. There's been protests in Australia, Canada, the USA. On Sunday there's going to be more across the UK. There's going to be thousands of people here on Sunday, and this is not an issue we're going to let drop. We're not going to let our farmers descend into poverty and bankruptcy and be exploited by corporations. No problem. Take care.
Well, I'll leave it to you for a couple of minutes to sort out. They blocked the road, they had loads of police there as well, but everyone, pushed through, and because you're taking away from someone the most precious thing they have, that's their land. If I take the most precious things of you, you're going to fight for that. So that's what they've been doing, it's the basic right, but the Indian government is not willing to, listen to the small people, the farmers, they listen to the corporations more, because I'm not sure why, but obviously the farmer's going to fight, that's all he has to fight for his land. If he doesn't have that, he's not going to make any money and he can't support his children. And I just want to say, it's all peaceful. Indian government has been trying to, they've been saying, oh, you're terrorists, you're blocking Delhi, you're that and that. Because if you notice, when India got its independence, Sikhs were the biggest, they sacrificed their lives the most. But now when we fight for our own rights, as I said, it's not only 6, but they obviously label it as, oh, it's only 6 blokes. As I said, there's Rajasthan, Haryana, everyone's protesting, everyone's with everyone. They support every farmer, is supporting every fellow farmer in India. And they've been calling, oh, you're terrorists because you're blocking you're blocking Delhi, you're doing that. But when Punjab is the highest amount of soldiers, Sikh soldiers are in the Indian army, there's more Sikh soldiers than any other. So we're giving our lives, but when we want our right, we get labeled as terrorists. Sorry? I just want to say, I know I haven't, it's obviously hard to just explain everything. Do your own research, look through how the bill, because some people say, oh, it's good for the farmer. Just look at it through properly and look, don't just believe anything on social media. Because obviously negative news, there's fake news, like you all know, there's media, there's all sorts of things these days. But just do your own research before you say anything. And obviously I'm here to support a good cause. And just do your own research, don't believe any stupid news that the media gives out. That's all really. Thank you.
Where do you guys come from?
Birmingham today.
Birmingham, yeah? That's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Can I just ask for a little bit? Thank you. We're one bubble. We're the bubble one. I understand. It's just the spacing and just obviously I'm trying to convince other people that are watching on the camera. And I want to be very clear because we're trying to convince them.
That's fine, officer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand you're doing your job now, so we appreciate that.
I'm also trying to work with them.
Yeah, thank you.
No, we've asked all those. We already asked all them to
Yeah.
and it's fantastic. And they've got a nice gap.
Yeah.
And it's just for this people
From here to
themselves,
the end of the pavement, yeah.
we do it alone.
Can we have 2 sets? One set, you know, 6 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you spoken to Jasvir?
Yeah.
And then the yellow?
Yeah, the yellow,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's good, yeah.
They give me a good insight.
Good stuff, yeah. Where are you from?
I just work for myself.
Okay, independent are you?
Independent, yeah, I do a lot of protests and stuff. So.
Okay, brilliant. Do you have like a website or a page
You
or
can find me on YouTube.
Okay.
Subject Access.
Subject Access?
Yeah.
Is that your...
That's my YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh, brilliant, okay.
So you find it on there.
Smashing, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll check it out after.
So you're here for 24 hours, right?
Yes, that's the plan, yeah.
So
Hopefully the weather will be kind to us.
got someone to
How
bring
did
you
you
some
find
food
out about the
or is it?
24-hour thing?
Sorry?
Did you see the poster? Did you? Or?
Yeah, I got it from there's a Twitter account called City Intel, and it just brings up all the
All right,
stuff,
okay.
so I got it from there.
Okay, that's good. All right.
So yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah, it is. We'll see how we get on.
No sleep.
You know, God willing, no sleep. You know, we'll be in high spirits.
We're protesting
Yeah.
for the lives of
Food,
farmers.
what are we going to do for food? Bring
Food, we'll see.
bring food.
People might bring food, yeah.
Might be
So,
some Hare Krishnas around that could bring you some.
yeah, some Sikh Gurdwaras
Yeah.
that do langar.
Yeah.
So normally they bring. So what we're planning to do later is possibly do a homeless drop.
Okay.
So visit homeless people. We've got sleeping bags for them. So we may visit a few people who are homeless wherever around here, and we can go and help those in need as well.
That's good of you.
Yeah. We try to do our very little bit. Yeah, every little bit that can.
Community and stuff.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm only coming back to you just because you're the first people I spoke to about it. I'll go around to the other group. Right. You know, I said I need to convince the people on the camera.
Yeah.
At the moment, it looks bunched up to them.
Sorry.
It looks bunched up to them. They're happy. They're happy. But this is what they would like to see. Okay. So we have the end of the barrier there.
Yeah.
We have 2 spaces here.
Yeah.
We have a piece of the barrier there, and then we have across the road.
Yeah.
You're obviously facing out.
Yeah.
You want to obviously raise your force with the traffic going past. I would say that both sides of the road is a one-way street.
Yeah.
There's there's equal coverage.
So you're happy for us to go on both sides of the road?
If you're in different places,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do nothing,
So
we
I
leave
think
you to
I
it.
think as we stand, we're okay for the time being. If more people come comfortably, we can.
So as it stands
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
it's not okay.
It's not okay.
And so I'm going to be asked if we don't do what I've just suggested,
Okay. So where do you think people are grouped up too much?
here across the front. So what they're arguing, okay, what they're saying is, and they've got the benefit they're talking to our lawyers.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So I don't have that benefit. I'm getting
Yeah,
you
yeah. Okay.
So they're saying, interpreting the regulations.
Is it 6 feet?
So the meter in front of it is it's just, that's for inside licensed premises. If there's
We just get them to move along.
We'll open up that area there. If a group wants to go in there, a group wants to go over the other side, a group wants to come here, and a group at the end. And so we're a bit more spaced out. And actually you have more coverage.
Yeah,
You have more coverage that way. Yeah? Okay, that'd be great.
Sorry, officer, what's your name, officer?
Duncan,
Duncan, thank you. Thank you.
do you want me to just ask those guys to go around? Yeah? Farmers, doctors, make people that were ill well. Farmers put food on our plates for us to eat. Without food, we're nothing. So we're here to protest. I go back with that. I'll be asked to do. On that side. Now I understand you have more reticence. I'm not trying to block anything. And they another group goes around.
No, but as in like, I'm just here and everyone else is spaced out.
Okay, it's not about the physical space between you. You are one group because you're all in the same place.
We made sure when we did this protest, we even called
So
them.
there is no organiser, there is no risk assessment. So this is an illegal gathering. Okay? So the things that we can use, we can help and try to work together. is that we put you into groups of 6. Right? So those groups of 6 have to be distinct.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, we shut it down because over 6, even protest groups, it's illegal. And you will be ticketed and you will have a £200 fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You as an individual, not anybody else. I don't want that to happen.
What I'm saying is in like everyone's spread out, but as in like we have they've got their group and we're over here.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've come to you because you're the group at this end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying as in like we have spread out all the way over there. We're not in this one group together. I understand. No,
I understand where you're coming from.
If there's about 10 of us just grouped together, I'd say fair enough.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm being told
Yeah.
by people that are advising us
Yeah.
is that that's not the case and that they would want to take it to court.
No, no, but I'm
Can't be
saying
any
as in
clearer.
like
We can go around in circles.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying as in like it's separate groups. They're over there.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know you're talking about the meeting 2 metres now. It doesn't matter.
Regardless of 2 meters, they've got their group there,
Right.
and it's
And
literally
other people disagree with you.
yeah.
Okay? And at the end of the day, that group of people are going to lead to you having a fine. Alright? If you don't work with me,
No, we can, but as in like, I can move across, but even if we go there, it's still within the same group anyway. So I'm saying me being here compared to there will be
if you're
the same.
down there, right, then there is a lot more area to do.
Yeah.
Right, rather than, I mean, that's 2
But
metres.
the COVID laws are 2 meters.
Group of 6, and it is not defined. So you're talking about in pubs, licensed premises, things like that. No, we're not talking about that.
No, but I'm not even talking that sense either. As in like, when you have general public walking about everywhere, they're in their own individual groups. But I'm saying is, even if I,
And they
even if
pass
I
each other,
yeah.
you are static, and you've been advised that this is a breach of COVID.
But I'm saying we're not breaching any COVID laws. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I didn't.
I just said we're not breaching any COVID laws. Like, they've got their obviously they've got first time. Yeah.
I understand that view.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can hold it.
Yeah.
But what we'll be doing is arguing in court. Alright? If that's fine with you,
No, but I'm saying is in like even if we move over to that group because we'll be in our separate group, so that's not a problem. I'm saying that's fine.
so you're going to move over.
No, but I'm saying we go over there, we'll have our group of 6, so there will be fine too, won't it?
No, there is fine, here is not.
I'm
I'm going to go after we finish, okay?
Yeah.
Assuming that this hopefully works out as amicable for both sides, right? Then I'm going to go and speak to the others, and they're all going to have to move as well. So I'm going to have a 6 in front.
That's fine.
Yeah?
No, but I'm
And
saying
then
is in like,
and you can rotate it around.
no, but I'm saying where we are now, 6 here is fine, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Why isn't 6 here?
Because I've just said to you, because people, the lawyers at advisement,
No, but I'm
have
saying
gone over this a lot more
No, I'm
than
saying
I.
I can go and get everyone, as long as everyone is in their 6 group, bring it over 6 again, then it's different groups, it's not the one group.
Once again,
Yeah.
I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that's not the viewpoint taken by people advising us.
No,
Okay?
I understand
It
that,
doesn't
but I'm
matter
saying,
if you space out slightly or
I'm saying if
grouping.
I take 6 over there, we'll
You
have
take
our
6
own
over
space,
there.
we'll be there.
If you take 6 the other side of the tree,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
But how come it's
can
not?
protest
How come
and
it's
sit.
not just in this group?
Because it's within the same vicinity.
No, but it's from say 4 where these barriers are just by the tree. If 6 of us here and another 6 are here, that won't be breaching anything. Because they will be over there and we'll still have our distance, and then we
We're
can
in
have
agreement, sir.
we
You
can
go
have
the
we
other
can
side of the tree,
have.
which is what I'm advocating.
No, I'm saying like just where the tree is, we can have 6 there, another 6 here. That is already spaced up enough anyway. Because most likely there is going to be
You're going to go and stand
like
next
just
to
where the tree is there, 6 there.
Right.
We'll
Sir,
have another 6
sir,
here, so it's separate groups.
we
We
will-
can work together,
We will
obviously.
meet with that.
That's fine. Yeah.
If you will move your group over to the tree,
Yeah.
then we'll meet with that at the moment.
That's fine.
All right?
Yeah.
Lovely.
No worries.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, if you could, thank you very much.
Dastana Mavaheknu!
You need to be. Right. That guy has to be the closest. Alright, so you go the other side of him. You need a good space. A good amount of space so when people drive by, they see your distinct groups. Okay? So you go and stand on the other side of this gentleman here. Fantastic. Where do you want this? Over the other side of the road, which is in sight, and you get other cars going past, and you can raise your awareness even further, okay? Or you can go down further that way behind at the end. What are we going to do? You're cold, I can see that. The other option is I write you a ticket. It's not the option I want, really.
I'm not for other options right now.
What's that, mate?
I was actually for another option. One of the other.
No, those are the options. Those are the options. So you either go down the end there, the far end, not out front, but the far end. You're either here across the road, okay, within sight of the building, okay, and you've got other lines of traffic, you raise awareness with, alright, or you can go right down and there is a square of volume there, barriers, and you can stand in there and raise awareness on that way. Right, otherwise, I can't have you out the front. It's your choice. Which way? I'm sorry? No, we tried it. Okay, my bosses who... We can't have, when you filled off, a large contingent out the front.
Sorry?
So that group has gone all the way down there.
Yeah, but look at the space with me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can't have anybody out the front.
In terms of social distancing,
So this group will normally have to move, so I can have, with them, I can probably have one or two groups in front of the building. So here, you could be here, they could be there.
yeah.
That group and that group have to move. Because that's what I'm being told. That's what our lawyers are
Your lawyers?
yeah,
Okay.
who are advising us. They're saying you
What,
have
at
to
this
be
very
in
minute?
different I have the command structure, there's a control room,
Okay.
and they have it on camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Where's the camera?
on the streets. So
Okay.
there's one there,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I don't know where the other one is. But
Okay,
there's
so where's the camera, sorry?
So one over that direction,
Okay.
okay, and they see, not I see the back camera, but so they don't like what they see. Okay, they're saying it's not distinct enough. So
But the thing is, what are the social distancing guidelines?
do we need
what,
to stay
what,
apart?
what are the social distancing guidelines? What we like,
No, but how far are you asking us stuff like that?
so I can have two groups in front.
what's the distance between the groups?
But there is no defined difference.
So why not
So
then?
we can spread across the whole thing.
What I'm being told is two groups in front, so the length of the railing of the building, right, you can have 2 6 groups, so 12 people in total.
Okay, how does that work? I don't understand how that works.
In what way? Sorry.
What regulations are in place here in terms of separating the groups?
So you have, so at the moment,
Okay.
right, you as a whole, this is an illegal gathering.
Illegal gathering.
Because you've come together for one purpose, i.e. to protest, there is no risk assessment, and there's over 6 people.
Okay.
So we can shut you down right now.
Okay. The thing
So
is,
I'm trying to work with
Yeah, yeah.
you
Okay.
so that people don't get £200 fines.
Okay, so are you doing the COVID restrictions there, or is it again guidelines?
That is,
Is that what you're
it's
putting in
literally
place?
come out today. You know the email I sent to you?
Yeah,
Literally
it's
come out today.
Okay.
My bosses have sought advice.
Okay.
Again, they've seen it on camera,
Yeah.
and they're saying to me, no, what we did wasn't enough. If it's going to continue, this is what we need to have. And there is no grey area on that. If it doesn't happen,
There must be this specific guidelines. They should have a specific distance that there needs to be between the groups.
you're asking the wrong person. It's not in place.
Yeah.
The 2 metre thing, the 1 metre thing,
Yeah, yeah,
that's,
that's what
that's for business premises.
Okay.
Okay? And it was advice.
The social distancing.
It was advice, it's not regs. Okay, the
The
legislation.
guidelines, right?
For the legislation,
Yeah.
which is what we're dealing with now.
Okay.
Okay, you have a group more than 6, and we can go into defining groups. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
sure
the
that
thing is, from our discussion earlier, you said you were happy with how it was earlier. And the
so
more
no, I
people go-
came and said to you,
Yeah, you said okay,
you
you
can
can
have
more
groups
people.
of 6, but they need to go down that end there, the barriers. A group to the far end of those barriers, one over the side. That's what we
You said,
discussed.
you
didn't
said that you were happy with the gaps that were in place at that point
Yes,
in
I
time.
did.
Yes.
we? My bosses are not.
Yes.
So now we came back. I came back and spoke to you again. Yeah. And we
Now
talked
you've
about
come
coming
back
down,
again.
And I said, yeah, I came back before I went off to that group.
Yeah.
I spoke. There was
So
discussion.
what is
going
I'm not
around.
trying to be awkward. I just
I know
want a
you're
clear,
not. I
clear
know.
indication of what the guidelines are.
So, no,
I don't need that
my-
to keep changing
so-
as it
so-
goes along.
Let's forget the guy. Relevant and get a call.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. As I said,
But
we
the
just want a
advice-
clear message. What we need to do and stick to that. Yeah.
So what I'm being told is that we can only have 2 groups in front of the embassy itself. Under these front 8 railings, you can have 2 groups of 6. Group with space either end, okay, of the building. You can have a group in that square there if you want one. You can have a group to the far end there. You can have, in the same reasoning as here, you can have a group there and a group there.
Okay.
And then we're done.
Would you be able to work with 3? 1, 2, 3. That's the distance of the case. That's something we
let's
can.
see, let's see
that's
what
something we can do that.
let's see what the 3. No, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see
I'm trying
what.
to work
I'll
with
work
you,
with you with
yeah,
a 3.
yeah.
I'll work with you with 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's enough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's work with the 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me get guidance.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then we may have to speak again. But
That's
let's
fine,
work
that's
with the 3 first.
Yeah.
But I need
Small steps, yeah,
I
yeah,
need some
understand.
of the groups
Yeah.
to go to the end.
So that's
to
fine,
go
yeah.
to the end to show, you know. I need some of the groups there. And if the
Okay,
group wants to go
that's
this
fine.
side,
Yeah, let's do that.
Can
Let's
you
do
help
that.
that with
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Standing in the middle of the road with a dangerous. You guys can, what we're working with now, just there's 3 groups, yeah. One, what you guys will see is the big one, and then we'll see how that goes. So you guys stay where you are, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay?
Okay, you guys can move on a little bit. That's pretty simple. Is that all right? Okay.
The thing is, this groups of 6 is the legislation.
No, I mean 3 batches of 6.
Oh yeah, as long as it's in 6
Yeah.
and there's a big gap.
That's what we're
The audio is not perfect, and I want to fix it.
The windows are packed.
How's the sound now, guys? I just changed to one of the bits of. Yeah.
Ideally, I should always never have it back.
Obviously you're a 6 here, which is fine, but obviously you see, so there's a group here which are a 3, then a 6, so it's obvious groups of 6, not just 6 space 6. So maybe potentially like across the other side of the road or much further down, where you're visible groups of 6.
No worries.
Obviously you're still protesting, but obviously if that doesn't happen, then we're going to have to start giving out £200 individual fines.
No worries,
okay?
cool.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you guys. Good when we can all work together.
Exactly.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
I think I had a dodgy splitter cable that was causing issues. If there's any issues with the quality of the stream, please tell me. I don't want to settle for anything less than perfect.
You're not allowed to stand in the middle of the road. You need to stand on the other side of the road in groups of 6, okay, right?
Alright, makes sense.
Is that right?
We stand that bit there then?
No.
There's a path there.
Hang on, there.
There's an island.
No.
No, you're obstructing the view for the 6th one.
Obstructing the view.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense.
Not for you. Alright.
That's absolutely
I
fine.
was with you. I've got 18-year-old women back home in India fighting from the parliament in India. Do you think they're not worried about their safety? No, I get that, but look, where's the safe? There's no one here.
Local, this is down at India House near Temple.
Alright then. So we can stand good for 6 and on the top of the line. Over there, you can there. Well, you can stand if you want, you can stand on the other at the end. Or there if you want. You don't want to stand? No, not here, no. You can stand on the other end over there if you want. That's too far out, that is. On the corner. That's too far out. That's too far out. You need to be on the other side of the road, don't you?
It's just to be mindful, you know, of social distance and the next
No, it's better there. Why would you not understand then?
The one that they're singing at the moment, it means one true God.
COVID reasons.
So it's religious chant, sort of meditation almost. So it's soften our body. We're chanting the true name.
No, we have.
Guys, the chanting, it's like a meditative meditation chant, and it means one true God.
We're happy to oblige, but now it's kind of, come on, we're here doing a peaceful protest.
No, what happens is now, you can't stand over there, right? You can't stand in the middle of the road.
We spoke to that couple over there, and he was happy for us to stand over there.
If you want to stand over there, I'll speak to my governor and see if we can bring anybody in.
No, that's up to you, but what I'm saying is we're standing over there, and they said, as long as you stand you're part, you're happy to protest. It's different people are saying different things.
Okay.
I think maybe it's better if you guys give us one instruction, and we're happy with that.
Our protest doesn't mean anything in front of the hotel, you see. You need to stand on the other side of the road. It doesn't mean anything in front of the hotel. You need to stand on the other side of the road.
We don't want to. We want to stand.
Okay. What happens? You'll be issued tickets then, okay?
What for? Because we want pod.
Yeah.
We want families. So we want
pod.
What are we gonna do?
Are you with them?
No.
Okay.
He just
you're in the group.
recording what you're saying.
We want pod.
We want pod. So we're together. So what are we gonna get tickets for?
Can you stand on the other side of the road?
No, we're a group of 6.
Okay, can you?
This is my son.
Are you going
That's his son.
Are
That's
you
my
going
son.
to stand on?
No, because you keep kind of. Okay. No, because we moved from there.
You're refusing to stand. You
No,
refusing.
you moved.
No, I just said.
This is the third time you're moving us.
We were standing over there. You moved us here.
No. First we was over there. Then they moved us over there. Then over here. Then
Are
over
you
here.
refusing to move? Yes or no?
How many times are you going to ask us? Are you going to tell us to move from over there?
Can you move
We're
over
not
there?
refusing.
Okay, no problem.
Can we go back where we were
No, you
standing?
can't, no. Okay, so you're not doing it, so you're refusing. If you're refusing, let me know.
No, we're not refusing.
Okay.
We're just asking you, why are you moving this from there to here?
It's not a problem. I've asked you.
No, it is a problem. Clearly it's a problem.
Are you refusing the
No, can we go back where we were
No, you
standing now?
can't. Can you move across the other side of the road?
We'll move. That's
Okay,
fine.
thank
But can
you.
you
As long
explain
as-
the reason?
Okay. But I've been instructed you're not allowed to stand there. Okay?
Right.
Okay, what is that?
Right, it's been arranged that an external amount of people can stand on that side of the road.
What,
Okay?
here? Well, we were standing over there before. We were fine before.
But it's all changed now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. But can you stand on that side of the road?
We don't mind. But then if the hotel people come out and tell us to move, because they don't want us standing outside their hotel,
I know.
then you're going to
So
move us on again.
What happens then?
I won't move you across the other side of the road. But can you move on the other side of the road for me, please? Thank you very
Honestly,
much.
if it's a big deal to you and it means so much to you, I mean, we don't mind moving.
Thank you
We
very
don't
much.
see, there's no logic in it.
I'm trying to help you.
There's no logic in it. That's what we're
Okay.
saying.
Can you
We
move?
don't understand the logic.
You move on the side. You need to be on the other side of the road, please. Thank you very much. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for your help.
unfortunately, we're going to want you to move off the
We were
off
asked
the
to
road.
move, to be honest with you, from there to here.
Pardon?
I said we were asked to move from there to here, so that's what we've done now.
I think essentially they probably meant from here from there, but to the other side. Because obviously right now you're in the middle of the road.
Protesting over there, though, isn't it?
I know, but you could, I know, obviously you're still putting your point across.
We're not protesting against the hotel.
I know, but if you're facing towards
I wouldn't mind staying there, mind you.
No, it's lovely. Obviously, if I can ask you to join a group of
Go on then,
three.
where do you want us to
there's
go
a
now
three-
then?
There's a three there, if you can see.
The thing is, we were asked to move over here, and you said we kind of oblige and working with you as well. And then now
I think essentially they might have-
keeps changing.
I think they might have asked you to possibly move onto the road, onto the pavement. Because right now you're obviously in the road.
Okay.
So that wouldn't
This
be,
is-
that
it's
isn't
a-
the most ideal place.
It's a bay, isn't it? So,
It's for taxis, and obviously you can understand you guys aren't taxis. It is used for taxis. Guys, it might be worth it if you join their three. Them three are probably going across. If you join their three, you're making six. And you can still do your presentation. You can still listen.
Oh, cheers, man.
Individual groups of six. If you're in more than a group of six, that's fine. But you need to be separating yourself from other groups of six. Otherwise, it's considered a breach of COVID regulations. So there isn't any gatherings larger than groups of six. So you can stand in your groups of six as long as you're separate from other groups of six. You need to be splitting up.
How much distance do you need?
At least 2 meters between groups. At the moment, you can have the six together, but you're all spread out, aren't you? So it looks like one mass gathering, whereas you need to be in clearly divided groups of six, otherwise you're breaching. We're not allowed protests at the moment, it's strict COVID regulations.
But the thing is, we are actually, if you look at us, we are, we're standing away from each other. But now I know how it might look in the public eye. It might look like a mass gathering.
Exactly.
But technically, what matters as a mass gathering doesn't actually fulfil safety of coronavirus. So now, technically,
if you want to get technical, there's regulations in place that say no protest to the average everyday person that will be driving past a gathering. So we're trying, we're trying to be fair. You're not allowed a protest, but we're trying to kind of find the middle ground by saying if you stand in groups of six, we're being lenient. But if you're all going to stand together like this and not subdivide into groups of six, then the protest can't happen. As simple as that. So at the moment, we're just asking you to make it a little bit easier by making it clearly defined groups of six. So keep away from the other group of six and stand in a group of six.
So that's 2 meters between them, and then we'll get in a six here.
Yeah. So if you stick it together, that's fine. And then I'll speak to the next group and ask them.
So guys, what I've just got from that is, if you've been watching the stream for a while, so if we saw earlier, the police officer was saying that there was no defined distance between groups, which meant that he could push people as much apart as he wanted. And then now this other police officer's come along and said it has to be 2 meters between groups of six. So which one is it?
you guys go the other side of the tree, please, and then you'll clearly distinguish from this group here. Thank you. Thank you.
Where can we see it?
It's got on YouTube.
Okay. We'll share it.
Yeah, I'm not around Sunday, but this guy here, he's got a channel as well, so I think he'll follow.
Yeah, okay, it's going to be a few thousand people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. People. Today's opening day. Sunday's okay. Was it subject access? Yeah, you grab it. My battery's going to die. Grab it, subject access.
The cameramen are different. Sorry? But they're going to go within every group.
Well, then they need to go within groups of 4. If you're intended to have a cameraman or somebody else with you, then
What
you need to
it seems like to me is
we're getting told so many different things.
And the Indian government are just trying to disperse this, which is not fair. When Black Lives Matters happened, there wasn't this bag of a dispersal order. They still done their protest,
Okay,
and now we're getting told that make it look like it's not a protest.
Well, no,
what is that? What are you guys trying to
COVID
hide?
legislation
What orders have
says
you
you
had?
can't protest.
But there was COVID regulations during Black Lives Matter
The
protests.
protest thing wasn't in place now.
Yes,
Now,
but there were still COVID regulations.
There were,
Which
and
nobody
And no mass gatherings allowed
and
either.
lots of them were fine. But protests specifically are not permitted in the most recent COVID guidelines.
I appreciate that. And
So,
it's not
as
like that
it's-
we want to be here, it's we have to
I
be here.
understand
So,
that,
We keep
and I
getting
know
told different things.
and there's too many mixed messages between your officers.
The
That I've been told,
problem that
I've only been here for about an hour, I've had 3 different things what we need to
The
do.
problem that we've got is we gave you an hour to come organise yourselves. The groups people keep adding to each group, so you're moving away in 4s and then 2, 3 are joining.
That's because we've been moved by your officers from over there to over there to
but
over
what
here.
I'm saying is you're starting off as a 4 or a 5 and you're ending up as a 7 or an 8, which
Right.
isn't permitted.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've tried to give you some leeway, but it is now very obviously a protest. You keep all joining together. I understand that you're trying to send a message and that in smaller groups it doesn't send the same message.
There's 6. There's
Yeah,
2, 4,
but you're saying that these people don't
They're
count,
not with
and
us.
that's so
He's someone else. He's got nothing to do with us.
I'm not to do with the process. So
And-
okay, well,
he's
do you
got
want to move away then?
Well,
because it's my work.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, do you want to move 2 metres away then?
You're allowed 2 meters. You're working. So yeah. So we're in a group of 6 and we're 2 meters away.
If you continue to protest, you are subject to a £200 fine for
Fine.
breaching COVID regulations.
Understood.
That's what we're telling you. But we're asking you, if you can, the problem we've got is you're here, they're there. We've asked you very specifically to spread out all across
Which we
this
have.
road.
This is at 6 and there's no one else around us. Look, if you have a look, officer, there's 6 people there and I'm sure my cameraman will point over there. There's a group of 6 there. Group of 6 there.
It's impossible to then have individual groups. Once it becomes to a point that we can't have 3 over there and 3 groups over here, we'll have to start issuing fines because it's very obviously a protest now. I'm not threatening, I'm just explaining that's where we're
I understand,
at
but
now.
we're in-
that's the guidelines that we've been given.
Yeah, I totally understand that. We're in our group of 6 and we're 2 meters away from anyone else. So on our, we're obtaining the. I can't control a large group of people and what their actions are. I can't speak on their
that's
behalf.
what we're trying to do,
But what we're explaining is the 6 of us and it's in a 2 meter group. So this support bubble
It
is
would have
okay.
been much easier if someone higher up from the High Commission had come out, said a few words, calmed everyone down, and we would have gone and went home. But that's not going to happen. They closed their shutters. This is a peaceful protest.
This protest hasn't gone through the application and risk assessment process that all protests have to go through in order to be legal. So in order to legally protest, you have to submit an application and a risk assessment is done, and then the protest takes place and everybody's aware of what's happening, the numbers, what the plan is, and then it's authorised. Whereas at the minute, this protest, nobody has notified anyone that it's going to happen or what the plan is with it.
Yeah.
No risk assessment has been done. I don't know who the organiser is.
We have no idea either.
But it's the organiser.
We're just here just to raise our awareness.
You know, we've got a personal duty to come here and within our support bubble of 6
and I'm not getting involved with that at all, but I'm just saying that as it stands, the protest is not permitted.
Understood,
Under COVID
understood,
guidelines,
understood.
and even outside of COVID, for any protest outside of COVID, it has to go through an application and risk assessment process, which hasn't happened today.
Understood. We understand the process.
So guys, according to the legislation, protests are exempt in all 3 tiers, and they have to go through they have to be submitted to the government and then approved with a risk assessment to be deemed legal in the current legislation.
You know how they're playing games today? It's not going to happen on Sunday. Sunday, there's a lot of people coming from a lot of different areas up and down the country, and it's going to be good. And that's how we have to prove our point. It's come to that stage that in India there's peaceful protests. People were peacefully asking for these bills to get retracted. If it's not happening, then this is what it comes to, isn't it? And if they want us, I don't understand what they want us to do. As you can see, the High Commissioners, they've closed their shutters, they've closed their doors. What are they threatened by peaceful protesters? Sikhs have always been a peaceful, kind people. I'm not sure.
Sikhs have fought for that country too. Sikhs
and
have
this
done
country,
everything for that country, and
the
this
rest
country.
of the world.
You've got a lot of coverage on this channel. So what is? Can you give the people what the name of your channel is?
Yeah, my name is Subject Access.
Okay.
We cover a lot of events in London and around the country.
Okay, great.
We're here today to cover the Sikh.
Great. And where can the Sikh community watch this, or any other Punjabi community?
So if you just type in Subject Access to YouTube, and you can find this stream and any other stream.
Around here, love a bit of a curry on a Friday night. They need to
Pop that up to
understand
a few thousand people, mate.
what's going on happens. Farmers keep committing suicide. The land keeps getting taken off them. They're not going to get no curry on their Friday night. It is where it is. And we're here. We're sitting in a good place. We all got good jobs. We've got a minimum wage. That's what they're trying to take away from the farmers. What is a country without a minimum wage? Slave labour, isn't it? And that's what they want to happen to Punjab. And they've been trying this for a very long time. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Now we appreciate you guys covering it as well for us as well, man. We really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it.
They're going to be here for 24 hours, so you've got loads of time.
And we appreciate that, honestly, really appreciate it.
I mean, in India, they've been out there for a week, sleeping,
over a week now,
sleeping under their tractors, under the trailers.
See, the media, they're trying to cover the stories up and not. Well, to be fair, the BBC's actually gone out there and they've covered a little bit at the moment. And all the farmers are basically just protesting peacefully in the middle of the streets and stuff. And they're staying there, they're sleeping there. And they're very far away from Punjab, where their hometown is as well. So they're not going to stop until they get some answers as well. So and until we get some answers as well, we're going to stand by them and do what we can from our side in this country.
This is a peaceful protest. I'm not scared that the police are going to come out with water cannons or their pepper sprays or their tasers and start getting us to move with violence. But that's what's happened in India. The farmers have gone to Delhi to protest peacefully. They were met with 3 to 4 large roadblocks where they were shot by water cannons, tear gas. Yeah. The elderly farmers.
They've dug up the roads as well.
The elderly farmers have gone there and been beaten by police. How is that fair? The people who put food on everyone's table in India, how is it fair that they have been treated with such violence when they've gone to Delhi, which is the capital city? It's like we've come from Southall, Hayes, Slough. We've come to our capital city. We shouldn't be treated with violence here. And as you can see, it is a bit different here, but they're trying to go the same way. They're trying to get us to move. They don't want us to raise awareness. Why? Because England and India, they work hand in hand. And that's what it's all about.
Who's the real terrorist then?
Yeah.
The peaceful protesters or the government?
I'm not too familiar with the track record of the Indian government. They easily influenced by protests.
Oh no. Okay, so let's say there's a large protest in England. Our PM will speak out straight away. There'll be something on the news. He'll do his speech. He'll calm everyone down. Our Prime Minister in India, Narendra Modi, he has not even spoken a word. He's gone into hiding. How is that fair?
He's deployed the army to come out and try and stop the protest, and obviously it's not going to be stopped.
How is that fair on the people of his country? He's supposed to be leading his country. But what has he done? He's resulted into violence.
What they want to do is start dispersing people.
Are you going to do that on Saturday as well?
I'm not here on Sunday, so... No, the difference is, I think on Sunday...
You do tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
But it's more to give you guys the heads up, basically, because of COVID, they want the crowd to disperse. They've been told to do that.
You know what it is, control of that emotion, but it's like, it was not working, it's not really I don't think YouTubers.
See the other bus come, there's going to be 2 more.
Can't do the community.
And then literally everyone's going to come out and they're going to get ticketed and arrested. You've had a good protest.
It's nothing personal.
Yeah, of course.
It is just
it wouldn't
what
be.
the rules are. No, I appreciate that, but these are the rules.
We've got enforced and we've been told as well.
You're going to do your duty, I'm going to do
Yeah,
my
of course,
duty towards my
exactly. We
people.
have to be
That's
an
all it is.
understanding of each other,
That
but we've got to tell you what...
If you're going to get that £200 fine, it's fine. That's your duty.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do the duty towards my people. That's
Of
all.
course.
That's all I'm saying. You
Yeah.
do your duty. I don't stop
Of
you.
course.
Don't stop me.
No, that's fine, but we have to let you know that that will happen. That's what's going to happen.
As I
Okay.
said, you're going to do your duty.
Okay.
I'm going to do
Yeah,
mine.
of course.
You're going to accept £200 fine.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. You're going to accept one. I'll accept it.
Okay.
You do your duty. I'm going to do my duty towards my people.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All we're doing now is just letting you know what's happening. We want to be honest with you as much as we can. That's what's going to happen, and it's obviously we're doing our duty, like you said, letting you know what's happening, explaining to you, and then obviously it's down to you and your decision of what you do. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Every hour, £200, lads.
Top up. Let's sort this out as well, yeah?
Alright? I think the point's been made. It's been here for almost 2 hours. I've been here with you for 2 hours. Waiting period. It's illegal at the start. I've advised you that's what's going to happen. Alright? Are you going to make your way or are you going to sit there? Thank you very much for your time.
order because you want to make your money. No, of course. No, obviously, as you see, people are going. So
you guys come do your bit, we're doing our bit.
No, exactly. You've got your duty to do. We've got our duty, but we obviously.
I mean,
it's down to you guys. Obviously, you guys can get.
No, like I say, as you see, people are going.
Yeah, definitely.
People are going. We just want to
get
the people we got came with.
Definitely, yeah. Don't leave anyone behind.
Yeah, exactly.
No worries.
I mean, I wouldn't mind sticking around here for a few hours. I'll go down to SDK and whatnot. So, yeah, that's if I don't get the £200 fine because staying in there is £200.
Yeah.
That's if you still have any feeling in your feet after being.
Oh no, that's why I got the boots on. That's why I got the boots on. Timberlands, keep you warm.
You said to us, I've spoken to you a couple of times, and you said, look,
I respect that. I'm not saying you personally.
No,
there has
obviously.
been mingling between the groups and stuff, which means sixes becomes pointless, doesn't it?
But you know what we can do? We're happy to appoint somebody to help you. You know, this is a peaceful protest. Just like,
you know,
and whatever you need, we're not trying to make your life hard.
We're not here to.
And whatever you need to make your life easier, you're happy that we can nominate someone between us, provide exactly what information you need. We can help you pass that information and communicate.
There has been a gent in a red jacket. I'm not sure who he is, but he's been speaking to me about Governor.
There's a lot of us here now.
What we can do, obviously, at the end of that, it's your job. We're not going to say anything to yourselves, but
I respect that.
First we were all together here when we first got here, but there wasn't many of us. And then we got here, they said split up in the groups of sixes. I went back and forth with one of your colleagues. We went over there, split it up, and all I can do, tell everyone six and stay in that group. But end of the day, it's just like whatever we do.
We're very passionate about what's going on. For us, our people are dying. So for us, we need to be here. We need to be able to stand in solidarity with our people back home, spread our message to the wider community, and same as what our people are doing back there is peaceful. We're peaceful. We're not going to start riots. We're not going to start doing any of that business to make your life harder. You guys have said spread up, and I've spoken to you a couple of times today, also.
And in normal times, I would say you guys have done absolutely nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing at all.
100%.
But in COVID time, shall we call them?
I
there are
completely
different
understand.
regulations in,
I know.
and now we're asking for the dispersal. And as I say, it's best that so I've spoke to you guys now, and I've worked my way along the line. Other officers are doing the same. Unless those dispersals happen, then there will be the fines given out. Okay? So if I were you, I'd listen to what I'm saying now and go somewhere else. All right? Because I don't want you guys to get fined because, as you say, you've been perfectly polite.
If myself and a group of six are here peacefully protesting, there's no grounds that we can get a fine based off.
Well,
based off other people, that's up to them whether they're mingling. I myself, since I've come here, I've pretty much been with the same person, and Satnam Waiguru is our prayer. We've just said that solely.
It's literally like a meditation.
I haven't gone off taking videos or anything. I've literally, since being here 12, I've been here in that group, same group, and we've just been there, stood there. Regardless of obviously everyone else doing whatever they've done, I understand what you're saying, but regardless of everyone else, me myself cannot get a fine here with my six and just doing the protest as it is. Other people, it's a different matter, whatever happens. I myself cannot get a £200 fine for doing a peaceful protest here in my group of six, abiding by all COVID laws. There's no grounds onto myself getting a fine.
As I say to you, though, because of the people that have been moving in and around different groups.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying based off everyone else, it's down to them whatever they get with their fines. But I'm saying I myself cannot be given no fine based off me staying within my group of six and doing just my peaceful protest.
Well,
so that's not all I'm saying. Is obviously everyone else, fine-wise, they will have to deal with themselves. I haven't come here based off them guys. Everyone's come here highlighting the same issue, and at the same time, everyone will have to do their own stuff at their own basis. I'm just saying, on my behalf, I'm not responsible of everyone else here, but I'm going to go here, carry on joining him with a group of 6.
In the time that we've stood here talking, how many people have walked around us?
No, I understand what I'm saying.
Well, no, but
that's
we're trying to have a dialogue with you,
and
that's the thing. We're like, obviously
we're trying to help you.
Yeah, so we're I've come over to, my 2 sisters are over there, and obviously one of your officers spoke to me and said, oh, £200 fine, and I'm like, but we've been given different information. We've been abiding by what you're doing, hence why now I've come over to have a conversation with you.
That is the uniform message now to everybody here, that if there is a dispersals, then fines may be given out.
No.
And my role is to
now
tell
you said
guys.
everyone has gone around. If I stay within my group of 6, irrespective of whoever's walked around me and done whatever they've done, mingled or whatever, if I stayed within my
then other people would have come past us, wouldn't they?
They can go, but then that's the person, whoever's come past me, for them to get a fine. If I've stayed where I am and put, I personally cannot receive a fine. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not picking on you personally.
No, I'm just saying the basis because your colleague previously kept saying about others and said that I can get arrested. So I'm just saying my grounds as a citizen of this country, that if I'm here within my group of 6, irrespective of else, I personally can't receive a fine and will stay here.
If one of those enforcements happened, then that would be for you to argue that.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, obviously, to work along you guys, I haven't come here to get arrested.
No,
like we've all got homes, we've all got food, we've all got everything. We don't need to be here. We're here literally for them. But I'm saying I can spread the message and tell everyone stay in groups of 6, don't mingle. But that's everyone's own judgment whether they listen to me or not. Just like if you say it or anything.
Everybody's
like at the end of the day, we're all just people. If I say it or you do, whether they listen, that's down to them. But I'm just saying, me and my group of 6 that do stay here and abide by the COVID laws and everything can stay here, you and your colleagues, I just want to say, don't arrest any of us that are doing what we're doing.
I am led to believe so. Okay. Alright? So then you can have more than 6 people. Alright, okay. Alright, which is why we had this in the first place. Okay?
So, but hold on, so there's more than 6 people here, then what about COVID? Then COVID disappeared?
No. So someone is then responsible for putting in measures such as masks, such as spacing.
Everyone's got masks here as well. They're measures that are already done.
So there are ticky boxes to go along, and they weren't ticked. So that made this an illegal assembly. Okay, which is what we discussed earlier, right? But I said, let's see what we can do and work together.
All right, okay.
But at each measure, that's not been enough. All right.
But as I said, it's changed every 5 minutes.
There is no change now. It's go.
Okay. But as I said, if you said 6 are not allowed now, yeah.
6 are not allowed now. So nobody can be. And the rationale behind the 6 is that we go, and how can we guarantee that nobody comes and joins, and then it's just no. Yeah, so they have to count it from the CCTV camera. You see what I understand where you're coming from. I do. I do, but the position now, no, none of it. Okay. Everybody goes.
Yeah.
All the placards go.
That's fine. The placards can go, but as I said, as people, if people go bubble of 6, they'll come here. It's their given right to stand wherever they want, really.
Every person goes.
Yeah.
And if in the future, Sunday, Saturday, tomorrow, that's different. Judged on its own.
As I said, that's fine. Okay, that's what the remit is. That's what it is. There's nothing we can do about that, really. Obviously,
some help convincing your peers would be very helpful. I don't want this. I don't want this to end up with people being forcibly removed.
I'm not an organiser. As I said,
no, I know, but you're a man of influence. I can see that.
I have no influence whatsoever. As I said, I respect your position, and as I said, I've been very polite to you.
You've been very engaging. I have no complaints
I'll just
whatsoever.
have a chat with you about that.
And I'm
I
sorry
said we're
that
all
we have
professionals
moved
here,
through
you know, so-
these bits.
Yeah.
Okay, but unfortunately we're now where we are.
Okay.
All right, and there is, it's a zero now. Everybody moves,
So how come
or they
it
get
changed?
ticketed.
How come it wasn't in the
So,
news?
so
It's kind of testing the waters to see
yeah,
how
because
quickly you can
because
get
more
rid of it.
guidance came out today, literally, and it's all around what is a gathering. And I understand everybody, because the media puts it out, don't they? Groups of 6, not a metre, 2 metres, all that kind of stuff. But the legislation says gathering, and so you didn't give notice. There was no organising risk assessment.
So what is a gathering then? So what, in terms of a bubble of 6, we've been told a bubble of 6, aren't we? So
the
gatherings of 6.
definition that's being given for this gathering is people coming together for a single cause. If you look around, if you said the average person, are these people together? There were banners, there was chanting, you were very much of the same group.
A bunch of brown people, basically.
I didn't say that. That's not what's being said. No, your behaviour, your banners, your orange banners, the placards. I don't think the colour of the skin needed to, needed to appear at all.
So what we're trying to get at here is that
in total,
a protest.
as a protest, unless an organiser brings in prior notification and a risk assessment.
How long does that take?
You could have put it in this morning.
Yeah,
but
and it could
wasn't
be passed.
done.
But no, but could it be passed within the same day?
approval or that process, how long does that take?
So it's not about approval, it's about someone taking responsibility for that group and being held accountable for risk assessment. Because if you're the organiser, you are then liable for a £10,000 fine if things are not right. But that didn't happen, and so, this wasn't authorised.
Okay. So
It's
all you have to do to get it
not in the sense
authorised
of
is
us saying
apply.
you can do it. It's in the sense that
So Duncan,
the
let's just get this right. If the placards would go away and people were just here in bubbles of 6 as a free will, because this is a public place, it's not a protest.
So, bubbles of 6, I've said to you, everybody needs to go now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. With no placards,
Placards go, everybody goes. Everybody goes. What I've discussed with you is, in the future, okay, if you were to a group of 6 in a public place, there is no offence of that. But if people came back and there were 2 groups of 6 in this vicinity,
how far? Obviously, no placards. Just 2 groups of 6 that don't know each other, are in their own bubbles. Or how's that breaking the law?
It would be on a case by case.
How's it case? So it's a group of 6 in a bubble.
So
we don't know that group over there. So there's a group over there, white people. We don't know who they are. They're walking together, a nice family with the children, and we're a bubble here. They're over there. What's the difference?
Here causes an issue.
How?
Because of this whole thing.
I'm saying there's no placards. There's nothing. It's not a protest, right?
No,
But people here, by our own free will, we are able freely to stand here, right?
So,
and not be fined.
So the problem comes from you being the group, and it being here.
Okay.
We wouldn't be having this discussion.
Why here? Why here?
Because it's within the same vicinity. So
Oh,
it would be a
as what?
continuation of. So I said to you, if you have a group of 6 in the future that come, and you're saying that another group, so there's no one else around as part of your gathering. I understand.
Yeah.
So there is a distinct. Let's make them a black family. It doesn't have to be white.
No. I just said different. I know you know where it's coming from.
There's a family.
Of
course they're not in part of. This is completely different to that. To that scenario.
I mean, the funny thing is, there's like more people in that cafe opposite. Gathered in a smaller
space and
without masks.
I understand where you're coming from.
So now, where we're coming from is this feels like excuses to disperse a legitimate process because because the Indian government has trade agreements with the UK, and the police are acting on behalf.
Let me just.
It's not protecting and serving. It's not helping anyone.
Let me just cover. You've used the example of the cafe. Risk assessment. Held to account by training standards. and health and safety exempted. There's someone responsible for that premises.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
There is nobody responsible for this protest.
Yeah, okay. The legislation aside, what is the actual difference in what could happen, what could go wrong? What are we talking about COVID?
Sir, I don't make the law.
Yeah,
I wish I
know.
did.
I know you
I
don't
wish
make
you
the law.
did.
I know. So where we've come to an impasse now, where we're realizing the legislation aside,
If you don't know the
there
law,
is
what are
literally
you
no
enforcing?
difference.
I'm not trying to be funny or be. You said you don't know the law.
No, I don't know.
You said you don't make the law. Oh, you don't make the law. I don't say that.
No, but the difference, the gentleman's saying,
they've got legislation in place.
What happens differently?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, professional.
So in terms of what could actually happen, there's nothing there. There's no substance there. But what there is there's legislation, bureaucracy, which allows them to disperse something like this. So they pick and choose. Obviously, money talks. Money there is being spent. Money there's being used, going to the council, I'm sure. But here, to brown people that are making noise. So,
What do you think? I think, honestly, Duncan, how I feel about this is that since you arrived, since people have arrived. No, I appreciate your help today.
Hello everyone, welcome back.
You can go and give fines to all the other restaurants first, yeah?
Sorry?
There's discrimination, that is. You can go and give fines to all the restaurants that are sitting there eating. Yeah, you are. You're deliberately doing it. How many coppers are here? How many coppers are here?
I don't know.
What are you counting, isn't it?
We walked the restaurants down there, coffee shop, everyone's sitting right next to each other. 20, 30 people.
It's because we're brown, isn't it? That's what it is, isn't it? It's because we're brown.
You can't ask them first. You're familiar.
Okay. Police are directed at the minute to manage shopping centres, restaurants, pubs, bars, protests.
It's common law. We can protest. It's common law.
They're all in one little room.
COVID guidelines.
No, common law is outside COVID
We're out
guidelines.
in the open, they're inside. Right next to each other.
You don't have to leave. I'm just telling you, if you don't, fines will be issued. If you still don't disperse,
That's
then
fine.
you're
I won't
arrestable.
be taking the fine, so you can post it.
But if you still don't
I don't have to take the
disperse-
fine, do I?
But if you just still don't leave,
I don't have
then
to
you
take the
can
fine,
be
do I?
arrested.
No, but I don't have to take the fine, do I?
So we can walk around, we're allowed to walk around, aren't we? As
No,
much as
because
we want.
you're protesting.
I'm not here. I'm
What's the definition of protesting?
Pardon?
What's the definition of
I'm
protesting?
not going to get into this. I've been going
Because you
round
don't know
in
it.
circles.
You've been told to just do something, and then now you're going to
I've
be...
explained what I need to explain.
That's
You
fine
know
then.
where- you
Stay in a
know
bit.
the situation.
Stay in a bit.
This would get access on YouTube.
What news channel you are from?
I work for myself.
Freelancing.
So,
You going live as well? But I'm not live.
Sam, sorry man, I started filming up the stuff. You need help? You want me to do it? Right, yeah.
You guys work together? You work together?
Yeah, it's telling me, yeah. We're just starting, man, but a lot of help from other people.
700 people watching this channel. Look, live, 700 people watching. So what, is this live now as well? Okay.
If they're saying leave, guys, just if you want to find, take the
You know
give
the
them
fine,
name and
yeah?
address. If not, you don't want to get arrested, boys. Just go. I know you.
Have you given a section 2? Section 22?
Sorry?
Have there been a dispersal order? Have they given a section 22
I don't know
dispersal
what
order?
dispersal they're going to give, but if they put out a dispersal order, then they'll put out a dispersal order. It'll be under that regulation.
Are couples allowed to sit in the van together like that, socially distanced?
Yeah, of course we're allowed to. It's our job, isn't it?
This is our job.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, isn't it?
I understand.
It's the definition of what's a job.
Because of other people, it's just like one thing after another. And all I'm saying, you seen when we came here, we were first one. We were first all here. Then I respect you guys, put the barriers back so there's more space. And then obviously we were told we can stay here as long as groups of 6. And that's why when we were over there first, we moved over. Literally, it's like every single thing we've done. And it's obviously our own, regardless of everyone else. You've seen everyone else came afterwards. If they're mingling, I cannot stop them or anything. Everyone else is there.
Watched you the other day at the thingy. It's really helpful.
Just couples watching mine.
Big fan, big fan.
Everyone was together, you go with groups of 6, so it's not one big group. You moved out to the side and even, I can't remember who it was, but one of your colleagues, he said move across, and I said if you move over there, so they're separate from the group, is that fine? And it goes, not a problem, fine, and you've seen, I've been just literally the same place, others are mingling and everything, so I'm just saying we've stayed stayed put.
Yeah.
We've stayed within our six.
Yeah.
Avoided by all COVID laws. We've got a mask.
Yeah,
We've stayed in the groups of six.
I think it's...
And irrespective of like everything else, or if everyone else is mingling and everything, because that's what we kept getting told, that everyone's mingling and these protests is causing this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, everyone's been told.
Yeah.
Everyone's been told COVID laws, everything can abide by it, but me personally cannot control what anybody does.
No, so it's not.
Guys.
No, yeah.
And,
which is exactly why protests aren't allowed under the COVID regulations.
PC 1399. Stop watching my stream, please.
Common law comes above COVID law. Sorry? Common law comes above COVID law. No, it doesn't. I think we've got
I think we're saying it's not personal to you individually, and it's not an individual bot. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying on the basis of, obviously I can agree everything with you saying about COVID stuff, but it's again just going to a pointless topic. If you go to COVID, it just goes away from what it is. I'm just saying, since we got here, if we were told straight away no protests are allowed, then fair enough or whatever, we can't go in the barriers, we did not. We stayed here, and then we were all together. We then got told groups of six, we spread out and done that. I'm just saying, every other group is based off them, and then you can control whoever is.
Yeah, no, I
and
get what
if
you're
they're
saying.
mingling, I'm just saying.
I think essentially we've given you
like
like...
group of six.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but essentially we've given you like, let's say it's been about 2 hours since you guys got here now.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying, over that 2 hours, it's only from now, saying that protest on and on.
No, so essentially, we're giving you guys the benefit of that. You get this process hasn't been planned. There's no permission for this protest, do you understand?
Well, there is, because there's a language that's tied into the religion called Gurmukhi. I would love us to be here all day, every day.
I'm just saying, me personally, I have no grounds to get a point off. But you're involved in the process. But if it's based off anybody else, I'm just saying.
But it's not based on anybody else. It's based on having a protest.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We've literally come here. And I don't understand what you're saying and everything, but we've got told, even by yourselves, who are police officers, if protests aren't allowed because of COVID, then yourselves' duty you should have told us from the start. But I'm saying 2 hours later, we're then getting told from yourselves. Obviously, yourselves are police officers, we're just normal people. I'm just saying, as police officers, you're telling me now protests aren't allowed because COVID. That should have been told from the start. Because when we were here, you've seen the placards, you've seen all of us here. I'm just saying, as yourselves police officers, from the start, if protests aren't allowed because of COVID, from the start you should have said, we've blocked off this area, no protests are allowed, no. We've come here, we've set up, we've done everything, we've been here 2 hours, we had the whole group, we then split groups of six. All I'm saying is literally, it's just like, it was just one thing after another. It was like we got here first, and it was not allowed here.
I think for us, what it is, obviously, you know, the COVID changes all the time, COVID legislation.
No, but COVID changes wouldn't be done within just a couple hours.
The reason why it's probably not to the start, we have to find out about the process. We have to do our own research about the protest, about what it is. And myself, I don't know all the information about the protest. It has to go above to our supervisors.
No, but that's what I'm saying, as in there were police officers before here who knew about the protest. So if it was a protest that's not allowed, from the start it should have been initiated, not it's just like...
I think what we have to do, we have to enforce it.
I understand what you're saying, obviously it's your job, it's your duty.
No, definitely, I get what you're saying, you guys have been peaceful, but obviously for us, we have to look at what's the bigger picture as well.
You got
COVID is still a massive thing, people are asking like that. I know it's got nothing to do with your protest at all, but it's the world we're in at the moment, it's what we're in. I don't take anything away from your protest, we want you to protest and do what you want.
Any police officer, we're not against any police officer, obviously, just how we've got our jobs, it's your job, and if you're getting told, you're going to have to do it, but I'm just saying my part in this.
Yeah, of course.
And it's obviously this was initiated for a 24-hour one because the main reason of doing it and everything is like obviously the farmers in Punjab and everywhere. It's literally the same way. No say for yourselves or even myself. Government saying you're only going to get £2 an hour. That's what they're doing to farmers basically. And obviously to be our UK point basically.
So cold, it would be easy, wouldn't it?
Guys, we've given you the chance to leave, and then we are going to give you a ticket if you don't leave. I'm planning on my own. I'm not good for the group. It doesn't matter. Everyone as part of this protest is being counted as part of a group, and that's why we've given you an opportunity.
Spread out.
But I'm giving you now.
I think because if people have been in between the groups, right, and because people haven't followed the rules, staying as the six. Okay, then that's why we'll be waiting. Okay, everyone will have to leave, and if you don't leave, we'll issue you with a fixed penalty notice, which will be a fine. Okay, and if obviously if you fail to provide name and address, you'll be arrested.
Is that the same for everyone else?
Everyone in our protest here with the same procedure. I appreciate that you've been here and you've protested. You can come back on another day maybe, and it'll be maybe a different situation if the risk assessment's done again, etc., etc. Okay, I don't want to give you a notice, but I will do it if I have to. Okay. I certainly don't want to arrest you, sir. I appreciate your time here today.
I am working though, you can check me out.
So once I go down the line, you're going to be here. If I come back, I will issue the
I want to make sure I'm a respected group.
Alright.
I'm only the first one out. We've been here the whole time as a group of people.
Okay, alright. But everyone will be leaving, alright?
Okay, that's fine. I know we have to see it in the day.
Yes.
People aren't getting moved on, they're going to get tickets. That's good.
Yeah, I couldn't find my pass this morning, so I haven't bloody got it on me.
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
Have you got a risk assessment in place? Can you see a copy of it, please?
So the problem is you haven't applied to Westminster Council.
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
What's your name, fella?
The problem is you've not applied to Westminster Council in the process, so it's not. And the minute time's finished, the minute it's not a legal process. So you need to apply, they'll do the risk assessment, and then you're not saying you can't because they have to do it right because of the public health.
Can I get like a copy of this?
So we're saying now, I know you've been told a few times. You
I
don't-
haven't.
Okay,
You told
fine.
me.
You need to leave
So
the
is
area
this a
now.
warning? Is this a warning?
This is your final warning. You
Wait,
need
hold
to
on,
leave
hold
the
on,
area
hold on, hold
now.
on. Say it out loud so everybody
I'm not
can
going
hear.
to do it on that. I'm being recorded. I'm being
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
My colleagues have been warning me since 10 past 12. I don't know. But we've been told, this is your right. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm telling you. This is a warning. If you do not leave the area now, you will be getting a ticket. That's how it works. It's about £80.
Okay, that's fine.
But you need to leave the area anyway.
Right? You don't leave the area, right? We do issue a ticket, you still refuse to engage in that process, okay? We've asked you to leave for the basis of health protection.
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
Engage and leave the area, okay? It's an offence you are liable for arrest with, okay? okay?
Okay, that's fine.
And that's to protect the health. of the
Protect you.
populace.
Protect you.
Protect
Look
the
how
health.
close you are. I was standing there. Look how close you've come to me.
Protecting public health.
You're close
we
to
need
me.
do it.
I'm trying to act in my job as a
But
police
you're not.
officer. I am.
Look at the distance. Don't do that. What's that?
How am I not acting in my job?
Are you going
Right, sir.
to take your details and you're going to leave the area, or are we going to have to go down a different route?
I'll take it as a warning.
No, but you will be given, yeah, not all of them, you're not going to leave the area. Are you going to leave the area?
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. Satnam Vaheguru.
I love you, Randy.
Keep moving!
Why do you have to keep moving for?
Because you can get linked to breach of COVID.
Breach of COVID?
Breach of COVID regulations.
So get that
It's
law
last
out for me.
It's your last chance.
Give me that law then.
It's last chance.
Tell me
You're
that law.
going to get nicked.
Tell me that law then.
Under regulation 19.
Yeah, what is it? Read it out for
Keep
me.
moving.
No, no,
Keep
no,
moving.
no,
I'm
the legislation
Mate,
ain't
you're
keep
going to carry
moving.
on, you're going to get nicked.
For what?
For breach of COVID regulations.
What do you mean COVID regulations?
One more
I'm
time,
standing
and
by
I'm going.
myself.
One more time, and I'm going to nick you.
I'm standing by myself. What COVID regulation am I breaking?
Keep moving.
No, what COVID regulation am I breaking? Yo! Hello, officer. SE2569. What regulation am I breaking?
You obviously can't read, can you?
What do you mean can't read? What are you saying?
You don't read the right thing, are you?
What, are you discriminating against me now because I can't
How
read?
am I discriminating against
You're saying
you?
I can't read?
Yeah, because obviously you read the wrong thing, didn't you?
What are you saying? Are you saying I can't read now?
Keep moving.
No, why do I have to keep moving?
Bit of a stretch. Can't please leave you. Good guys. Can't keep walking through, please guys.
I'm in my own support bubble. I don't need to keep walking.
Please, sir.
I don't need to keep walking.
Please.
You do. No, I don't. I really don't, buddy.
We'll be leaving tomorrow 12 p.m. But obviously most likely from
the one that I spoke
Raj karega. Raj karega. Raj karega. Raj karega. Raj karega. Raj karega.
They're clearly not going to the college.
This is one thing also you'll realise.
Mate, where you going? Waiting for my cousin. Right, come on. Yeah, I'm going to ask you. Probably one. You're an adult. Okay? You wait down there for your cousin, that's fine. Okay? You come back here, you can get yourself more trouble. Thank you very much.
We live in the same. I'm just trying to explain to you what the reason is, yeah?
People are dying protesting in India for this. We're walking. Just me and him together.
And it's got nothing to do with race, religion, country, nothing. It's about farmers. Peaceful farmers.
I was just explaining to your brother how to go about actually getting the protest in place. The guidance council, put everything that's needed there, and they will give you, they'll grant you a protest. Yeah? Exactly. So please don't do that.
It's been live for nearly 2 hours.
It's just us lot here. I'm watching the
I'm going to go do a gaining round that way, come back that way.
Alright guys, the protest's pretty much finished now. I'm going to be going live tomorrow around 1 o'clock. I'm not going to say where because police are watching, as we saw earlier, so I'll be going live around 1 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks for joining today, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I think if I go back down there, we could.
think someone's been arrested, I'm not sure. Sorry guys, we're not going off yet.
So what's going to happen with him now?
We'll go to custody.
They have to leave him. They have to discharge him.
Yeah, we can only keep him on for 24 hours. Yeah. It won't be that long anyway.
Probably 3 hours.
Listen, chaps, start leaving, please. Start leaving that way, chaps. Start leaving. You're on breach of regulations, sir. Start leaving. I'm not with any Go on, start leaving. You start leaving. Do you want to report from over there?
Nicky! Sanger!
I said to you here already. I told you where. How can I point to it? I told you it's under there. Yeah, I told you it's under there. What do you want? I'm standing still here, man. Oh no, I'm facing that way. I'm not facing the one. Yes, it is attached to something. All they call that, wouldn't it?
He's wearing a...
Yeah.
Kafan.
Yeah. What's it made of?
Well, it's made of iron, yeah.
No, I didn't say yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes they have plastic ones.
They can't take that off.
Why they can? They can use it as a weapon.
Why are you taking it off?
Someone else.
Why are you taking it off? No, it's not for my safety. You're deliberately removing my gun. No. You're deliberately removing my phone case. Get your sergeant here right now.
Because you never know.
Let go. You know you can pop this now.
Listen, bro.
If your sergeant's talking to me, what's your issue if you talk to your sergeant? What's your Sergeant, if you talk to me, I'll just kick you in the side, get your life in the No, why are you putting me on with the paper? Yeah, but I've been arrested, so basically...
Oh yeah, I don't want to see that, I want to see...
What?
Just what's happening at the... Oh! The mission!
I've asked the space I'm meant to be in. Just wait to clear that space in after, alright? Yeah, no worries.
Right, okay.
Do you mind? Yeah, I'll send you a link. Go ahead, you can. The gentleman's now in the van. You can get sales space. Yeah. You know you're going to be back? Sorry, go ahead. Okay, I'll
You check them when we get to custody. Because you're being quite aggressive, I don't want to open the gate. All property comes off the first. You have been certainly a nice guy as well. It's a nice guy. Regardless, there's nothing in place for custody. However, we're never going to leave you on it. The whole point is it's property, that's how you get to know. We need you to leave, guys.
The police station is
I don't know yet, I'm waiting for more.
We still need you guys to leave.
Yeah, we still need to go to the...
As soon as you know, well, I'll tell you, it's going. But you need to...
Guys, you need to leave as well. Right, he applies to you two as well.
You still need to go home.
Yeah, you're not going yet.
I'll stop in office.
Guys, not to rush it.
Come on, alright, well, who's got your carrier case? Come back and got me back, yeah?
Really, really rude. Big one with the red.
Yeah, he's on the spot. Anyone with red, that one there.
If you want to make a complaint, you can either do it. Do you know his name? Can I take a name back?
The whole area has pretty much been dispersed. For the second time on the stream, I'm ending the stream. Thanks for joining, and see you tomorrow at about 1 o'clock. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm not going to say where I am tomorrow, but you'll see once I'm there. Don't want to repeat in Liverpool.
I'll say let's go now.